Hey there, it's Elizabeth O'Brien from Grammar Revolution, where we help you teach and learn grammar the easy way with sentence diagrams. And today I'm sharing a little trick with you to help you remember 9 of the subordinating conjunctions. Before we get to that, let's review what a subordinating conjunction is. A subordinating conjunction joins a dependent adverb clause to an independent clause. And remember that clauses are groups of words that have a subject and a verb. Let's look at a sentence here. My mom smiled when I made dinner. Here is a diagram of that sentence. You can see at the top it says, my mom smiled. Now that is an independent clause. It has a subject, mom, it has a verb, smiled, and it can stand alone as a complete thought. Then we have when I made dinner, and that is another clause. It has a subject, I, and it has a verb, made, but it cannot stand alone as a complete thought. So that is a dependent clause, and it needs to be connected to an independent clause, like it is in this sentence. So my mom smiled when I made dinner is a sentence with an independent clause, my mom smiled, and a dependent adverb clause, when I made dinner. And the word when is a subordinating conjunction. It is introducing that dependent clause, and it's also connecting the dependent clause to the independent clause. And remember, that's what subordinating conjunctions do. There are many, many subordinating conjunctions, and a white bus will help you remember 9 of them. Here is my version of this mnemonic device. Although, for whenever, however, if, though, and even if, for white, and because, unless, and since for bus. So, although, whenever, however, if, though, even if, because, unless, and since. And you'll notice in my graphic that I made, I have sentences at the bottom. And that's important because each of those sentences gives you an example of those words from the list acting as subordinating conjunctions. But these words don't always function as subordinating conjunctions. They can be other parts of speech in other sentences. They could be adverbs, they could be prepositions, they could be subordinating conjunctions. So you have to make sure you're looking at the sentence and deciding how it's acting. For an example, let's look at the word since. Here are 2 sentences using the word since. I'll pack my swimsuit since the hotel has a pool. And Fred and Ginger have been dancing on the dance floor since last night. Since is in both of those sentences, but only one of them is a subordinating conjunction. Do you know which one? I hope you said sentence number 1. Here's a diagram of that sentence. And here, the word since is followed by a subject and a verb, hotel and has. So that kind of tips us off to the fact that it's part of a dependent clause. Since the hotel has a pool is a dependent adverb clause, and since is joining it to the independent clause, I'll pack my swimsuit. Now the second sentence, Fred and Ginger have been dancing on the dance floor since last night, also has the word since. But in this example, it's not a subordinating conjunction. It doesn't have a subject and a verb after it. It has the words last and night. Now, in case you're curious and you want to know what it's doing in that sentence, it is a preposition. And the prepositional phrase is since last night. So just remember that when you see words on this list out and about in sentences, that doesn't necessarily mean they're subordinating conjunctions. They could be other parts of speech. So that's one reason it's important for you to learn not only these examples, but to also learn about what subordinating conjunctions do. I hope that little trick helps you remember some of the subordinating conjunctions. And if you would like to learn more about teaching or learning grammar the easy way with sentence diagrams, you can check out our website at grammarrevolution.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.